Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to share with you 5 tips to help you make money in early wipe Tarkov. So if you've been playing Tarkov lately, you know that we are in the middle of what many hope to be a pre-wipe event. That means all of our accounts are going back to the very beginning, and making money at the beginning of Tarkov is a little bit different than making it near the end. That leads us to step number 1, or tip number 1, which is key running. What I mean by that is find a map that you're comfortable with. If you're uncomfortable with all the maps, find one that has a lot of jackets, because jackets have a random chance of spawning any key in the game, so they're incredibly lucrative. They're also not sexy, so people often leave them alone. I know that on the western side of Shoreline here, there happens to be 17 jackets very, very closely packed together. So what I'll do is I will plan a loot route that specifically hits this area and only hits the jackets. I know that I can get through that area in about 4 minutes hitting 17 jackets, and after 2 or 3 raids, I have a pretty decent pile of keys. Now that we have the keys, we're ready for step 2, and step 2 is going to be room farming. So I have all these keys. I don't know what they're worth because maybe I'm new to the game or I haven't taken the time to learn the 700 million keys of Tarkov. That's okay. We're going to come to the Escape from Tarkov Wikipedia, and any key that you have that you're unfamiliar with, you can just type in right here. It'll give you a picture of the key, all the information, but more importantly, what's behind the lock. So it'll tell you, like, hey, there's a rare loose loot spawn here, so maybe this is one I want to hold on to. Or it'll tell you, like, this room is always unlocked, and so it's a useless key. In addition to that, you're going to need to know how often this stuff spawns, because the wiki isn't going to tell you that. So go ahead and check out some of our key reviews, as well as other people's key reviews for specific rooms, where we break down the return of investment and tell you exactly how many times you're going to have to hit that room on average in order to make your money back. And so now that you've decided which keys you're going to sell on the market and which ones you're going to begin farming, you can make that initial profit. And then now, instead of hitting all these jackets, we're going to begin focusing specifically on the rooms. So let's say I have a couple of keys in the East Wing. I'll go on a few raids where I just hit the East Wing. That's going to give you several advantages. First, you have those guaranteed areas where you know you're going to have locked loot, so you're going to get something. Number 2, you're going to be in this area a lot, and that's going to help you learn this area of the map specifically. You're going to know, clues that people have been there. You're going to learn the good places for tactical advantages to kill somebody or areas to watch out for. And as you get better, your survivability on these East Wing runs, for example, are going to increase. You're going to make even more money. Now, we need to balance this. We don't just want to get a bunch of keys and hit a bunch of rooms. You'll make money that way, but you won't progress in the game. So the next step is finding early useful loot. And what I mean by that is any item that can be used to upgrade the hideout. So what you'll find is that these items, such as hoses or screws, are going to be worth a tremendous amount of money early wipe because everybody needs them. Now, near the end of a wipe, maybe not so much. If you come to our Discord, link in the description, in our bot command spam, you can type in the name of any item in the game and it'll tell you current price as well as the fluctuation over the last week. So a screwdriver right now is only $4,400. Check that again at the beginning of a wipe and you'll be surprised at how much that'll go for. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because you need to plan routes just to get these items. So, for instance, a very popular one that I actually don't recommend, is instead of going to the middle of the mall on Interchange or Tech Light or Techno or Kiba, where everyone's going to be fighting but there's fantastic loot, you can go along the outskirts of Idea, Goshen, and Ollie and find a bunch of industrial style loot and make a ton of money in the early weeks of a wipe. Now, this one in particular is very well known, so I actually don't usually do that one. One thing I do recommend is learning learning a few or all of the hidden stashes. They have a random chance to spawn anything, and you'll have a much safer time if you're, maybe not good at PvP, but you'll end up making a lot of money very quickly. Now, take half of that loot, sell it, take the other half and upgrade your hideout, because that's the next tip. Build your hideout as fast as freaking possible, because this thing is stability no matter how crappy you are at the game. It's going to give you all sorts of bonuses from healing you faster just by being in the hideout, to having crafts that can make you tons of money. And in the long term, it's absolutely worth it to get the hideout. Like even the areas that might seem a little bit more frivolous, like the scav case, can yield you crazy things. I've got a green key card from here once on the 85,000 one. It's a tremendous investment, but it is definitely worth the money. And then number 5 is stick to your plan. If you're in a raid and you're saying, hey, this raid I'm gonna hit jackets only, hit jackets only. You know, if you come across an opportunity, feel free to take it, take advantage of it, but ask yourself, am I willing to lose everything in my backpack and all my equipment right now for this opportunity? The answer is no. Just keep to your plan. The answer is yes, obviously go for it. So those are the 5 tips. Key running, then we're going to be farming those rooms, then we're going to be getting that early in-game loot, upgrading the hideout, and then 5, just stick to your freaking plan. Don't get distracted. Know what you're doing as you enter your raid, and keep it in mind even when you take contact or even when you get an opportunity presented to you. So I hope this helped you guys out. Let me know in the comments below what kind of tips you guys like to use or what kind of videos you want to see, and I'll catch you guys next time.